It is recording.
It is recording. Nope.
Alright. Hi everybody, my name is Raymond Newsome. I am with Locations for Global Ghost Hunt. The gentleman holding the camera here for me, his name is Scott Tackett. He is hanging out with us. He works with Ghost Hunt Weekends at times. We also have Jeff Matt, who is part of Ghost Hunt Weekends and All American Paranormal, which is his team. And we have Steve Smith and Steve Tyree from Spirit Mechanics, our friends Nacogdoches and Juliana and Brandon. And we're getting ready to head up to the green room and we're going to do some investigating. So let's go. Yes, sir. Fearless leader. I think I'll found a different fearless leader.
Get your ass upstairs, man.
Just so you know, I'm recording, so thanks.
That's fine. The whole world can hear you say it.
Yep. All right. Here's a landing. All right. What's up to the second floor here? I can't see where I'm going because I have no lights, which is cool, which is fine. We got a red light in here for a personal experiment. We have another camera set up over here. I don't think it's recording anymore, but we can fix that real fast. I've never seen that thing kick off before. I don't know how or why it kicked off. There we go.
What?
My camera was kicked off. It's never kicked off before.
So how does that thing work?
It's like a REM pod.
Yeah.
It's just, it's
Oh, I didn't know if it like made noise or.
yeah, it does.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so it's like when you get
Got my light bar up here. We got a REM pod here. I'll set some more toys out here in a second. And apparently somebody doesn't want Steve upstairs because he just got pushed.
That's a fold-up chair, right?
That's a fold-up chair. There's more out in the hallway here.
Yeah, my grab one. I mean, this is the one we're working in, right?
Yeah, this is room we're working in.
Okay.
Said it might be a bashful or something out there. You got the chest table on? You cool?
So what's gonna happen is you're gonna go first at the docks down here, unless you guys want to do the Estes up here too.
I'm down for wherever you just tell me where I need to be.
Okay.
You just need to be somebody.
What we're gonna do is see if we can ramp things up without provocation,
Or
try and get things going, so actually, you doing what it is that you do.
Alright.
best is be that snarky ass without actually being aggressive.
go here or?
What we're
Alright.
trying to do is elevate things. This screen room is supposedly the spot where the most aggressive stuff in the house is. So what we're wanting to do is not
We got a train outside somewhere.
provoke
Red light.
to antagonize our
A mannequin that will creep you out a little bit.
aggressive.
Let's see here.
Is there anything or?
For the time being,
I got a vortex dome in the floor there. There's a red light there in the floor. If you walking near it, it will light up.
That's why I took my jacket off. I thought we got a chair. I thought we were going to headset.
Actually, what I'll do,
In that chair that you got out, but we're ramping things up. What I need you to be is that guy,
Do we?
if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
we'll get you
Y'all
there.
should be fine to be in here.
You don't have to hide out unless you're not playing.
Say what?
Yeah, y'all don't have to hide out.
No, we just don't know if there's enough room. in
There's
there.
plenty of room, y'all.
There's an entire side of the room over here.
So we get hit, so
Yeah.
we just listen.
It's dog legs. So there's plenty, there's.
There's
plenty of
chairs and stuff over
room.
here.
And there's a folder or two over in this direction as I
Trip and
take
fall.
a tripod.
That would be my fault. Here's one folder. We're still setting up, so you'll have to.
Oh, he's right there.
That is actually perfect. That way we can move this direction towards him.
Yeah. However, I don't know if we have any headphones or not.
I want to say a couple things in the doorways here, ropes.
We do, don't wanna do the Estes just yet.
Okay.
What we're doing is you wanted to play meat, sir.
You get to play meat.
So we have to tenderize the steak. And that's what I mean by, basically, just kind of give that air of superiority. I'm better than you, you know, that kind of stuff. Because that's the point. You're wanting to test things. You're just not wanting to be
Aggressive.
that. Because provoking
That is a
is
horn.
directly challenging. We're not directly challenging. We're just testing the water.
To see where we're at with things.
Yep.
Rawr. Okay, I want to have to move closer so I can get a view of him. No, it's fine. If I come over here. Alright, let's add a little spice to this, bud. So let's add a little spice to this.
I mean, it is on the rope. Yep. Yeah, it's on,
Hitting hits on the rope.
yep, on the stairs.
So what do we got that's reading? Like, what are the things that we're looking for to peg here?
Yeah. Well, where's the devices at, dude?
We've got one in the floor there.
Here.
Yep, not too far from Steve. We've got one on top of the chest here, and we've got a K2 right there on the ottoman on the right of Steve.
Yeah. Green light is what was down the stairs. And then red light is a prox. So they have to be like right the fuck up on it.
Okay. We got anything in here?
There we go. There's that tone. That's what we need.
Anybody in here? Anything that wants to come forward and talk? Anything at all? Open invitation.
Where did I put my bag?
Open invitation for anything and everything.
Anybody, anything you want to talk? Move something, sound something, throw something. Open invitation.
Once things get a little heavier, we'll start the S. We're just trying to draw things to you. That's literally everything.
Open invitation. Free vessel. Come on. Temporary meat suit. Come on. Anything and everything.
Since you have the right one.
Yeah, that's bad.
Free body. Take something living for a test drive. Let's go.
Let me sit in a chair. Making noises, sorry.
Hey, Raymond,
What?
can we get that a little closer to him?
I can brighten it.
Yeah, can you brighten that a bit?
Yep.
Anything in here?
Just trying to multitask is a thing.
Anything in the room with us at all?
There we go.
For everybody watching, that was my shadow.
Anything at all? Open invitation. Meat suit to communicate with. Anything even interested in the people here? Anything at all?
Catball.
Neat.
Free invitation. Here to communicate.
And we got two going off at one time. Walk on around that, it'll light up more. Walk around it.
Anything at all?
Yeah, we're interested in that.
On around. You going? All the way around for me. There you go.
So you
Yep.
want to communicate?
Almost there. Awesome. Thank you.
Does that mean yes?
Light the ball back up if it's yes.
Keep communication simple. The ball in front of me, if you can light it up for yes. And then when it stops flashing, we'll go on to the next thing. So anything that wants to communicate. Anything at all. I'm not asking who, what, when, where, just anything that wants to talk.
You were doing so well there for a second.
You got brave force and then you backed off. Don't be afraid.
Show us what you can do.
Obviously, you can do a lot. You lit up 2 things at one time. There's more.
Open invitation to speak.
Wait for one more sign of activity and then try the Estes. See if we can get them to.
Do we have the stuff up here for Estes? Because I think Jeff ran off on us. It might be him holding a spirit box and talking that way.
Anything at all. Just looking to communicate. Can you light anything up for us again? Would you rather talk to somebody else? Is there any part of communication that interests you?
Use a different phrasing.
Is there anything here that wants to speak? Anything at all?
There's 2 in the room. There's one behind me, and there's one in between you and the meter here. The prox meter.
The vortex, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the one that was setting it off earlier? Can you set it off again?
Can you set the one on the bed off?
I won't touch you. I promise.
Just reach across the bed there behind him. Give it a tap. It just beeps.
Can you set off anything for us?
Come on, guys. You did it before. You can do it again. Come on. Do we have an EM pump up here?
No, it's downstairs.
Okay.
If you want to talk, can you move the ball in front of me? If you don't want to talk, can you set the one on the bed off?
Hey Brandon, if you got a flashlight, you want to run down to the parlor. There's a little black box sitting there beside the sofa that's in the middle of the floor. And grab it Bring it up here, please. Thank you.
Open invitation. Anything, everything, and everybody.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Mac.
Is there somebody else you would rather communicate with?
So you think it might be me out here, big loudmouth guy? You've been hearing all over the place tonight? You know what I'm about. I'm not about here to hurt you or bother you. But we did come to visit with you. Is there a reason why you're either angry or disappointed, depressed?
I just want to know if there's anything here. Anything at all.
Starting to think that those meters were flukes.
Though if I was a ghost, I would get a kick out of watching people talking to a room and not responding to them.
I mean, fair. Fair. The little girl downstairs talked to us.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Switch them out.
Yeah.
Come train me places. Alright. My turn.
My whole equipment.
You're holding the camera. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, everybody. He's really starting to think you can't pull this off. And we know you're here. We know you like to talk. No reason to be bashful. Can you tell me what your name is?
Is it a head flashlight?
No, it's a little black box that's in the parlor, not where in the dining room. It's in the parlor. Yeah, and it should be on. It has a blue light on top of it.
Oh,
It goes, you know,
so is it like on the table then?
It's on
No,
the
it's in
floor.
the floor.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember I was talking about that couch?
Yeah.
That's where it's at, right in front of the couch. You see the blue light. You'll hear it buzzing when you get close to it.
All right, we have a lot of different things here that can let us know that you're here. We just need to know that you're ready to talk. I don't think you are. I just think you're a little scared. Just a little afraid, aren't you? I've seen crazier things at bigger places. Anything? Nothing? You proved me wrong. I have one of these devices I got in the floor here. You've lit them up before.
Is the red light a problem?
Do I need to switch it to a different color? I can make it more neutral. That'd be it.
Where do you want it?
Just sit right there beside the bed. Yeah. We even brought you an energy source here. I mean, if the red light's a problem, taking my head up that white box that's a little bit further out of the light, and that'll let me know to take and switch it. Multiple colors on that. Willing to accommodate, you just have to be willing to talk. Anybody? I'm sitting here wide open.
There's just one behind me, the one in the center of the room left.
Yeah. Not very interested. You can come out of the shadows over there. I won't bite.
Or you might, if that's what you're into.
Yeah. If that's what you're into.
A little bit of slap and tickle.
A little nibble here and a little nibble there. We're here, we take what we do seriously. We do not take ourselves seriously. So we'll joke and we'll goof off and we'll make it fun. You just gotta take and, you know, come over here and talk to me and let me know. You're interested in a piece of meat, you got a new one. I don't thought you weren't interested anymore.
You're both in the red light.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing that's hanging out in the shadows.
Behind you, yeah. So, you want to come out? We'll switch it up. Just gonna get bright for a second, I apologize. Turn it down a little bit so it's not as
Intense.
Yep. How's that? Is that better for you? Are you willing to come out and talk now? I said I'd change it for you. I kept my promise.
Is this form of communication too difficult?
Now that may be a thing.
Would you be more comfortable if I sat in the floor?
Give that a go, Raymond.
Here, I'll even kick my shoes off for you. I don't want to take my socks off. I'm just that kind of a weird person. Sure, there's enough distance between me and the cat ball here. See? You just budge it, it lights up. Might take a second to kick off, but it'll kick off here. Come sit down here, talk to me. We're just sitting here hanging out, having a conversation. My name is Raymond. I've traveled all the way across the state to come hang out with you.
It's moving. Slow, but it's moving. Headed your way.
Okay. Come on over. You can have a seat here. You can talk to me. After all, I came for your story, came to hear what you have to say. If you can't tell me, then I don't have a story to tell. I can't tell others. And that's what I want. I'm here simply to collect evidence, to get your story. That way I can share it with others. Because I want people around the world to know what happened to you. So if you can come over and sit down here with me, we can even use this to communicate with. See, you just gotta tap it, it lights up. That's all it takes. One simple little tap. And we'll talk like that if you don't really want to say anything. So I get it, I understand. We're strangers, we're in your house. We're invited, yeah.
Here we go. Was that on its own?
Yeah. Our hands are away from it. Thank you. I know we seem like a lot, but we honestly came here for you. And we apologize for intruding, but in all honesty, we did it for you. Because you've been here for a long time now, haven't you? I've got this other little box here. It's kind of loud. Is it okay if I turn it on? It'll allow me to hear you talk.
We're doing spirit box.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll start with you. And then
Okay.
we'll go around the room from the left. So it'll be Mac, you'll ask the next one. Juliana, you'll ask the next one. Me, Brandon, Tyree.
Jeff wants to sit out there and Alright, I'm turn this off and push the other cat off. And as I said, my name is Raymond. And I traveled all the way across the state from Eastern Kentucky. Could you please tell me your name? Next question.
Is there anything in here with us? Anything or anybody?
Do you want us to be here?
Why are you hiding?
Do you have a question?
Is there an Andrew in here?
Yeah. Thank you. Being a little braver for us, we appreciate it.
I thought I heard a lady howling. Was that you?
Are you still here in the middle of the floor with me?
Are we alone in here? Is there anything that we could do that would make it simpler to communicate?
Interesting. I'm not 100% sure. Can you say that again?
Do you like it here?
Can you tell us whose bed this is? Can you walk in this direction?
I heard you like to touch people. Do you like to touch people? What about the color of light? Do you like that color? Or do you need to change it? Would you like us to turn it off?
Can you tell me what year you were born?
Does this line of questioning come off as rude?
Do you like music? There's a lot of pianos in this house. Do you like to play?
Did you ever throw parties? What did you think whenever the Confederates took over your house?
Ooh, that one struck a chord. Is there anything I can do for you, Oliver?
What about all the blood and all the different body parts that they just tossed out the window? How long did it take you to clean it? I mean, after all, they used your house for their hospital, and that's basically all they did was cut off body parts and throw them out the window, right? I mean, I understand they did the same thing in Gettysburg. They would just cut body parts off and just throw them out people's houses. They would leave a mess everywhere. It take weeks to take and clean it up. You couldn't have any parties. You couldn't have friends over. You're basically hostages in your own home. Came in, used up your water, used up all your supplies. Did you get anything in return? Besides a giant mess. got cannon fire shot at your house. I mean, I'd be frustrated too. I get it, I really do. And it's enough to make me angry for you. I mean, who wants to be a prisoner in their own home? Is that when you stopped playing music? After seeing all that, after your daughter dying, you didn't have it in you anymore, did you? Color just kind of drained out of your life. Everything that was beautiful just kind of turned to gray. And what was once joyful, it just gave you heartache.
Would you like to try a different way to talk to us?
I mean, I can switch back to the cat balls. I can turn this off. We can stick to the lights on the floor. When did you move out after they destroyed your home? I mean, after all, you have soldiers buried on the property, right there along with your slaves. Somebody killed themselves upstairs. I mean, how could you stand, living here after that? I mean, I can feel your heartbreak. Just thinking about it again. Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor, alright? I'm gonna turn this back off. Is that okay? Alright, here I go.
Let's bring Jeff and Scott in here. Because they seem to get good responses from soldiers, specifically.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
You're up to bat, man.
There's stuff going on in this room in here.
Yeah, man. That's the other reason why I'm asking you to come in here.
Yeah, because it's got several, like 2 or 3 different balls going on this counter over here, and it stops for a while, then it'll fire back up, and then it stops again, and it's laying on the bed. So any movement on the bed, up the whole bed, because there's about a 8 foot loop in there.
So should we go to another room?
Huh?
No, we're gonna have him come in here.
It's going off right now.
We'll hit that other room here in just a second. Cause if it's currently active, it'll be active. And after that. We'll get.
Yeah, I jarred it the last time
That's what I was curious of.
Yep.
because I was trying to slide my shoe and I put my foot down too hard.
Well, that's what I was curious of. As I saw it go off,
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was your foot or something else.
No, that was definitely my foot.
My shoe's back on now.
A lot of traffic out here, isn't there? A lot of things you don't really understand.
Come and talk to me, won't put on my shoes. We'll see about getting that Estes rolling here shortly too.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, gentlemen. Come on up. You're up to bat.
Where are we going?
You can have my chair.
Here's another one.
If you come out here.
Bring them both right up here.
Gonna head out myself.
Watch out for the K2 there, and there's. You're fine.
Am I safe?
Step forward.
Feeling like
Tripod. It was on your right. You're good. You missed it.
I remember it was that thing right here. It was messing around. I was staring at it.
It's like got a blind man in the dark.
Hey, I'm in my fucking element.
Except for there are things all over the floor.
Okay.
Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
we're basically doing what we did downstairs in the parlor. Gotcha. It's you and Scott.
It's me and Scott.
Yeah.
Y'all are doing it.
It's always me and Scott. So Raymond, sitting out there, I couldn't hear everything that was going on in here. What was you getting hits on, or was you getting anything, or what?
Oh, we were getting hits on the cat balls, and we had hits on the vortex dome. And
What about when you done the spirit box?
we got a few things come through, but I'll have to go through the EVP recorder just to see what all we get.
Okay.
I got a headache.
Huh?
That humming.
Oh, the EMP,
Box right there.
EM pump.
Okay, hello. My name is Jeff. I'm sure you've heard me. I've been talking downstairs to the fellow down there. Seemed to be a really nice guy. It's really sad, you know. War is sad. Tremendously sad. It leaves scars on your body, and leaves memory scars that is as horrifying as being there the day it happened. My daughter, she's in the service. She's a medic. She's, you know, like a nurse. And she helps in war situations, and she's got a lot of bad memories of all the bad things she's seen, as you folks have too. I'm not here to spark those memories.
What's in your pocket? It's lighting up.
What?
What's in your pocket?
Everything. I don't know, man. There's 1,000 meters, man, in my pocket. That was off.
Okay.
It's my heart. Anyway, as you can see, I kind of act goofy and say a lot of dumb things. I'm just gonna talk to you like I talk to anyone else. I don't know if you're in here and you're mad or you're angry or hurt or you're happy or sad. So I know what it's like to serve, and it pulls you from your family, and you can't wait to get letters from home, You can't wait to hear something from home, run into friends, you know, and then there's times when you just sit around, man, and is it depressing? You wish you was around your friends and stuff like that. Have you ever felt like that? I felt like that. My buddy Scott here, he was in the service too. We know that feeling. Definitely. You know, but the best times was when you got to be around somebody you knew and from your home area, and you could talk about things that everyone knew what you were talking about. You know, everybody in the group knew exactly what you're talking about. The place, the creek, the tree, you know, the barn, you know, and stuff like that. Man, you just made you feel like you was almost like you was back home, even though you weren't. It sure was a good feeling. Or the days you got letters. Did you ever, was some of the best days that you ever got when you got a letter when you was in there? Letter from home, a loved one? If you're hearing me and you're like, what I'm talking about, this is all it's going to be. You know, you can, as everybody says that's been in this room a billion times, light the meter, touch the ball, do something. You can tap on anything. You know, if you can make a noise, something to let us know that you're enjoying this conversation. I talked to the fellow downstairs, a young man down there, and he listened, and it seemed like he was kind of interested in what I had to say, and said a couple dumb jokes and stuff like that. But I don't know if you're able to walk through the whole house or anything like that, but that young man down there, he served with you all, and it's your duty to look after each other. You may have had words, or you may be best friends, but when one of the people you're serving with is down, it brings everybody down. You're a big unit. You fight together. That's the way it works. A big team, a big unit. You know, without everybody looking out for each other. So if you get a chance, you get downstairs, talk to that gentleman down there, that young man. He could use some cheering up. That would help him out a lot. Is there anything here that you would like to talk about? And would you like to talk about what day it is, if you would? What day and what year it is? Light one of these meters up. I don't know. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Heard something.
There's something tapping over there. I mean, I'm not saying it's paranormal, but anyway, if that was you and you just made that tapping noise, can you do it again? Because I don't hear well. I am like you. I was in situations around bombs, and one went off real close, and I'm sure it did you too. And you know how it is. When they go off real close, all you can hear is a ring and a real muffled noise. You know, kind of makes things go real slow. I don't know what that means by that. But when it happens, it's like everything, time slows down. It's weird. But after that, I've had ringing and the muffling never left. Do you have those same issues? Fellas, if somebody's up here, well, you can talk with me. Have you been able to get out and get yourself a bottle, have a drink, smoke a cigar, just relax? Have you had any good meals lately? Is it all hardtack? Not a very tasty meal.
We had the luxury of having MREs, which I'm sure you guys don't know at all, but we heated those up with water. And there's a little element that made the water boil, and it heated the food that came in the package for us. And give it about 5 to 10 minutes, the package was heated up nice and warm. And it was some of them were really good, some of them were god awful. one of my favorites was something called Chili Mac. Did you have something like that that was your favorite?
I just want to tell you something. Chili Mac was horrible. It's terrible. That's just goes to show his taste is terrible. I mean, can you imagine you guys all sitting around and you take a bite of something and the whole group wants to spit it out? I'm sure you experienced that too. You know, when you fellas would be together and you weren't in a battle and you weren't doing anything, did you ever just goof off and you know, chase each other around, wrestle, play pranks on each other? I used to like when we'd all sit around and we'd all tell stories about home. You know, it kind of made you sad, but then people would say the dumbest things and what they did in their lives. And I think I was served with some of the dumbest people. I was probably the dumbest. But it was good times, man, sitting around. And you know, the friends that you make while you're there, you'll never have friends like that again. And you know that as well as I. You're closer to your friends that you was in service with than just about anybody else you could ever be close to. If you agree, there's only things that's on the ground. You can light something up, tap on something. You guys aren't very chatty tonight. Of course, I don't really know how chatty you get in any other night, but still. We're probably going to take a break here in a little bit and get some grub. How's that sound to you? Grub and something to water whistle? Well, folks, come on. You guys, you're servicemen. You at least got a little bit more pep than that. I'm not trying to provoke you, make you mad. That isn't it. Or are you interested at all in anything we're talking about? Or I'm talking about? If you would rather me be quiet and let someone else talk, light anything up in this room and I will shut my fat mouth. How's that sound? They love me. I'm on fire. I am on fire. What about you, Scott? You on fire? You burning over there?
No, yeah, toasting.
He's burning a candle on both ends. Look at him. I hate to tell him, but that candle was out a long time ago. Well, can you tell me what day it is? I mean, we're going to go back to the serious basics and talk stuff like you probably don't want to hear, but if it's Monday, can you like any of them? When I get to the day of the week it is, can you like one of these meters here? I'm not going to do that. Don't you get tired of that? Coming in here and people coming in the space that you're in. Will you jump through this hoop for me? And how did you die? And was it painful? And does that make you mad or aggravated? You feel like they're trying to get you to jump through hoops? Okay. How did you die? Was it painful? Nothing, huh? Are you getting anything? Is the room empty? They didn't leave. It's gone.
No, they didn't leave.
What are they contemplating on committing suicide after listening to my little spiel?
No.
Come on, that was funny. I mean, you can't just be dead serious all the time and stare.
Dead
Okay.
serious. Da-da-dunce.
Scott, you can speak now, man. Without go ahead, say something.
Make one of these pictures move.
That's enough. We've heard enough.
That's enough. We've heard enough. That's good, Scott. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Oh, you see how we act just as goofy as you could possibly be? It's just fun. Look, I can get nasty, dirty, say rotten things and come in here and try to make you mad. Why? I'd rather talk about pleasant things, and
Or you can just tell dirty jokes.
I can do that.
He can tell you one of his stories he's told 15,000 times.
I can do that too.
Trust me, I've heard them all
I just have to
multiple
figure out
times.
which story he's talking about.
Pick one.
You know, I keep pointing because I'm talking to that light bulb. I'm talking that red light over there. That's you. I see you over there.
There's something on the bed,
Something on the bed.
which is really interesting. It panning over with the camera. Everything else is clear until I hit the bed. And when I hit the bed, everything fuzzes out. Everything.
Interesting. Hey, while you're there, kick that meter off there. It has Kalani's name on it. I know Kalani's been here. Just take and kick that off there.
Well,
Try not to break his meter because he just got that, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time he's got to use it too.
oh, it's a Kalani meter. Oh,
Yeah.
touch the meter. Touch the meter.
It's the
Come
Kalani
on,
meter.
Joker, for daggone.
I love you, Kalani. It's a joke, man.
I'm just talking about the stupid Kalani. He knows how stupid I am. He won't pay attention to me.
He's investigated with us before. He knows how it goes.
Yeah, so, whoever you are that's just kicking back on the bed, man, and making me sleepy.
Doesn't take much for an old
I
man.
mean, is she ever gonna say something? Ever? No. You know what? I tell you what. I would be weirded out too if I was in my bedroom, a whole bunch of weird strangers, and the biggest, fattest one with the loudest mouth wants to talk to me.
Trying to lay in bed, go to sleep, and Big Mouth just keeps running.
I would be too.
We don't have a big
The
foot,
worst
but we have a big
would be,
mouth.
"Mom."
This guy won't leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep, man.
I guess it is a pretty nuts, man, and you have to put up with it all the time. And we'll leave, and there'll be another round tomorrow. For sure, tomorrow, probably. So, do you get tired of people coming in here doing what we're doing? I mean, you can touch anything and show us any sign.
Do you get tired of people asking if they get tired of, doing
Yeah,
the same
that's
thing
it.
over and over?
Well,
You get tired of people getting tired of getting tired?
you know what I get tired of? Sitting there letting seeing hot dogs, food jumping across my face and me not having none. It's about time to get some grub, don't you think, fellas?
I agree.
Well, you're welcome to come and have some grub with us. Taking me a minute to get it together. We'll be here for a long time. Please come and interact. You see right now that we're not trying to do you any harm. Or
If it's any consolation, I have about 50 minutes to
we
go.
thing to say. I'm over here fetching and scratching. I'm spitting stuff out that my second grade teacher told me. That's how much I'm trying to get you to talk. So, if you don't want me to go into what my third grade teacher said, you better hit me a meter or something.
We don't want to talk about how old his second grade and grade teacher are either.
Knee deep in hand grenade pins. Pygmies all around me. Was I scared? Hell yeah, I was scared. Scared one of them son of bitches was gonna get away.
And then you get gangrene and die.
Alright, it's all a joke. And we're gonna go fire our grill up and grab some grill. You're welcome to go with us, folks, that's for sure. If not, we'll be back and try to drag a conversation out a little later on.
He'll be back. I'm moving to another room. I've got another 50 minutes to roll.
50 minutes to roll.
50 minutes to roll.
Y'all wanna do, Knack and
Appreciate it.
Steve's Estes? for the last 50?
Sure. I don't care. I got a set of headphones for us.
Okay, do you have your the next one? Hey Jeff, you got your headphones, bud? You got your headphones?
My headphones?
Yeah. The ones we used, Georgetown.
Don't worry, he's leaving the room. It's fine.
No, sir. There was movement.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm trying to regroup here.
Hey, get it, man.
Weeble and wobble, but I won't fall down.
Who's that over there?
Yeah, on the cat wall.
Yep, that's
I
mine.
heard a noise near that mannequin right there. I'm not tripping. It's almost like a scratch or a tap.
Did you tap over there for me?
I don't have my headset on now.
Yeah, I found it on my foot.
Yeah, I stuck that there earlier and you kicked it. Thank you.
No, I'm good at finding shit with my feet.
Yeah. If you didn't have two left feet, you wouldn't have feet at all.
I'll take it.
Well, while they're regrouping, unfortunately, we did have some people that could not come tonight. We have Shane Jackson, Ashley Hale, Shelley Parker Fillion. They're all members of Newsome Paranormal. They did not get to come, unfortunately. We're missing them very deeply, because we wish they were here to have a good time with us. But that's just part of how things go. Sometimes, life doesn't cooperate. And it's okay, because we understand. Pitch black in there. Stupid mannequins. Stupid mannequins staring at me.
Turn this on.
All kinds of meters laying around here. All you have to do is walk up to one, tap the cat ball for me again. If anything I said earlier was correct, just light up just for a second. Let me know I was right. After all, it's your story. I want to tell it right. If it's wrong, tap a couple of them. Just, something to let me know where we're at tonight. We're working on getting another thing set up for you. Another way to communicate. I'm in here hanging out by myself now. That's okay. We'll walk out here in the hall. This room here, which is kind of dark. Let me turn the light on for you.
Man, I've had this for 100 years, man. This is one of the first ones I ever seen in my life. I bought this thing, I've had this thing for 20-some years.
Nice.
Well, it's a different flashlights.
We still waiting on him to gather things.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just vibing, man.
Do you need to check on it?
I'm just kind of walking around. Interesting.
What's interesting?
I stepped in here. Well, I see what it is. Never mind. Raymond's being stupid. So many dolls. Victor Santiago, Don Vic, if you're watching, I've got you a friend to come play with. I know how much you like your dolls. Which is none at all. That's why it's funny. Yes, I'm that kind of person. Alright. Up here, we've got, this is the sick room.
There you go.
I want to turn this other light on here. That way you have a better view. This is what they call the sick room. You know, obviously they chopped on people as well. And this and that. Mannequins have been known to move. The door's been known to open. No one is allowed to touch the beds. And I respect that. So I'm gonna walk on around here. So we can get back to the other room. We've been trying to get things set up so we can do the Estes method real fast. Ladies, red dress and a white rose. Like I said before, I'm sorry for coming into your home. I know you feel like we're intruding. It's never our intention to intrude. We did get permission from the current owner, or we would not be here. Don't mind them, they're kind of slow.
Now that there's less people, is there anything that wants to communicate?
Ladies, gentlemen. Ladies, gentlemen.
Anything and everything.
And oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep to my day job.
Yeah, me too. My night job's more fun.
We don't talk about that here. We don't talk about Bruno.
Anything in here that can set anything off? Like that? You do that? You do that for me?
Or to make her and tap one of these again. See? It only takes that much effort. And they go off. Let's get this chair back. Oh, I lit that one up by accident.
That's the one I tripped over.
Yeah. Well, I just set it back off again with the chair, so. Are you just trying to rest now? Did you get wore out? Okay. Are you sitting over there in that chair? Or is it just creaking for no reason? We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yeah, the humming's starting to get on my nerves too.
What is?
The humming.
Oh, what's that coming from?
The EMP pump down there.
Okay.
You gotta be real.
Alright, let's shut this stupid thing off. It's getting on my nerves. It's giving me a headache. I don't think anyone wants to listen to it anymore.
I was wondering what that was, but I thought it was just something in part of the house. I didn't know it was part. It was that.
Yeah, it's an EM pump.
So what's the purpose of that?
What's the purpose of that? I'm kicking the ball.
Yeah, the
Okay.
EMP.
I'll show you.
Is it just supposed to like offer more energy or?
You turn it on, right?
Uh-huh. So it's supposed to like help boost.
The electromagnetic field, yeah. And as you can see, it actually does work.
I mean,
It's just letting
is
it
there a
run.
possibility that the house is a dead cell?
It did so.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a bunch of things that are possible. However, unless we can really get the evidence collected, it makes it harder to take a note.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, if it was a dead cell or inactive, how do you go one way or another on it?
Oh, the thing is we've got some intelligent responses. It's just they don't seem as interested tonight as I guess some nights. However, our group is such a mixed bag and stuff. It's it's a little bit harder for them to peg.
What do you mean? Again, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to figure out like how this works.
Yeah. Basically, it's a matter of finding somebody you mesh with. And if you don't really feel like you have that, then would you really want to talk?
I mean, I feel like I don't shut up. So if I was caught in between the void and found somebody that wanted to communicate, yes.
Yeah, but you don't really like to shut up either.
That's what I'm saying.
However, put into their shoes, it's late at night. You have strangers coming into your house. And the last bad memory that you really have is strangers coming into your house.
So at that point, are we tapping in? Would it be tapping into echoes, or is it something with a conscious?
Well, it depends on what kind of responses you get. If you just get random responses, then the echoes is more possible. The residential. But when you take and say, hey, all you gotta do is walk over and tap this, and you tap it and it goes off, and you move your hands away, and then a few seconds later it comes back on. That's more of an intelligent response, correct?
So that I get. But if we're like just the random things going off, could that not be just echoes?
Random things could be
something passing through and touching something where we happen to have something laying, happenstance at that point.
I mean, it's possible, yeah. So, but that's why we're trying. That's why we're here. That's why we're trying to collect evidence. That way, we know, what the difference is, what isn't. especially since it's our first visit here.
I get that. I mean, I
Yeah.
think my brain's moving in the same way that I feel like everybody says is like, what's the best way to go about it, you know?
Yeah.
What's the easiest form of communication?
Whose water bottle?
Oh, that's mine. Can you hand it to me? I
Yes.
tried to open it, but was not wanting to be cooperative earlier.
That's about right. That's fine.
And now the motherfucker opens. It just spun on it was just spinning on me earlier.
Yeah, that's about right. Alright. I want to shut this off like I started to earlier. And then they're like, hey, let's try this. And here
So
we
are
vanished.
we still live or?
Well, we're still recording, yes. However, waiting for everybody to come back.
That's why I asked. I didn't know if we were like paused or if we were rolling or.
Technically, I'm still rolling. They vanished. And I'm okay with that. That's their deal. And I respect it.
Alright, so hear me out.
Okay, hold this for a second.
I'm holding it.
Across this.
I'm attached to your pocket though.
I know.
Alright.
Alright.
Hear me out though.
I'm hearing you.
I say we get a location to where we're cleared to do some like old school, bring it back to like seance, Ouija boards, like attempting to actually tap into the beyond kind of stuff.
I mean, to an extent, we are, because a Ouija board is basically a tool, right? You use it to open up, a gateway in between to where you can communicate. Spirit box does the same thing. It's just electronic. Know what I mean?
No, but I'm still kind of new to this, so.
Yeah. And that's why you want to come.
Yeah, that's why I love getting involved with this. Is it interests me.
Okay, that is still recording. We are going to leave that there. And we are going to wander down through here and try not to fall down the stairs. Please do not push me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Because I cannot see what I'm doing as it is.
Grab the rail to your left.
Oh, that was something on the stairs.
Huh?
So that was something on the stairs. Platform.
Everybody definitely dipped out on us.
It sounds like it. Everybody ran off.
They're like, fuck it, smoke break.
I mean,
Alright,
I only
okay,
have like
okay,
half an
so-
hour left.
Technically, you and I have the house to ourselves, right?
We do.
Let's go to a random room and try something random. Let's roll with it. Let's go to the library. The library is where they were talking about like something random hidden.
Yeah, we're going downstairs.
Let's roll with it.
Since everybody ran off to do whatever.
Haha. With me and you to our own devices.
Haha. The adventures of Raymond Nectocious continue.
Old school in this bitch.
We apologize to everyone in advance.
I apologize for nothing.
Yeah, you normally don't.
Alright.
Alright, I'm setting this right here beside the door.
So what is that?
That's my camera.
Oh. I
That way we have the room and we can talk and we can, do what we do and make this interesting.
So what do you got in your bag?
I've got a whole plethora of toys. We
Alright,
are
cool.
going to start out with the Vortex Dome like always.
Let's
Because
play-
it is my baby.
Let's play with something, man. Because this is the room that he was talking about, like something being hidden in.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but he got really weird around talking about this room.
Yeah, it's like he trailed off and forgot what he was really talking about. He was like, I'll let you fund it. That tells me nothing.
So
Do you know what's hidden in here?
I just want to know if we're talking to ourselves in an empty house. 'Cause it's what it kind of feels like.
Are you just avoiding us? That's me turning it on. After all, we are talking to ourselves. At least we're talking to somebody, right? Thank you, I'll be here all week. Actually, I'll be here till in the morning.
Okay. So we're in the library. There's supposed to be something
We are
hidden
in the
here.
library, there's supposed to be something hidden in here.
So show me the hidden thing. So what's that mean?
That is like the meter upstairs.
Okay.
And I stepped away from it when that thing moved.
Can you do that again?
Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. We are trying to make a believer out of Nacogdoches.
Oh, I'm a believer in nothing.
He barely believes in himself, so
That's true. That's true.
can you help me with this?
Because I'm willing to put money that we've been yelling at empty nothingness all night. Which is cool, because I've been hanging out with cool people I like. But it's just also kind of funny to think I'm talking into an empty room. So, come on. There's supposed to be something in the library. Show me something in the library. Hand me the knowledge.
Can you tell us what's hidden here? Would you like us just to shut up and go away since it's a library?
Better yet. It's not be rude. I will not do anything because that is empty and I feel like an asshole now.
Normally.
I was gonna offer us to leave the cigarette in the room, but I have to go to the car for that.
This is not Bobby Mackey's.
Huh?
I said, this is not Bobby Mackey's.
I'm pretty sure if I was getting something amputated, I'd want a cigarette and a stiff drink, so.
Yeah, he wouldn't like a stiff drink. That's a whole different conversation. Alright. Got anything in here?
Anything at all.
We thought we heard scraping in here earlier. We thought,
I just want to know what the secret in the library is.
Barry got very vague with the conversation about what's hidden in the library. So we were trying to find out who are you waving at?
I'm waving at you, you Dingleberry.
Why are you waving at me?
Because I can. I'm gonna be bummed if I end up leaving this place and don't know what you're talking about at the library.
Is it a book? Is it a box? Is there a hidden room? Is it one of the pictures?
Okay, so the thing that sounds like it's skipping through radio channels, how does that work?
What it does is sweep faster than what most channels pick up. You have to go at a certain speed before you start at least getting voice and stuff, right? That's why when we're looking for a channel, we move kind of slowly. This sweeps at a faster rate. So it's harder for, channels just to directly come through. Oh, we got this lighting up. There's vortex now, as I was talking about it. Very cool.
So, okay, what is that supposed to represent?
The vortex dome is a static, it's like a static EMF detector.
Okay.
So it feeds off natural static electricity and it will, if anything gets close with like an electromagnetic field, it'll pick it up and it'll light up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that went off about the time I opened up my light and started looking through the books.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean I'm on the right trail of finding something then?
Was he good over there? Is that right there here? Is about right where he needs to be? You got somebody coming down the stairs.
I hear that.
Marco.
Hola.
Hey, we have a Juliana back. Welcome back, Juliana.
I'm trying to find a secret in the library.
It's been me and Max since everybody ran off.
Yep, that's literally what I was saying.
There's a secret door. Is that it?
It is the storage.
That is not it. Is it the bird cage? Is there a ghost bird in it? Bird cage.
I'm
Ghost
not
bird.
in the bird cage. I'm not in the bird cage.
Alright.
Although there is some like 12 gauge rounds in here.
We thought we heard metal dragging against metal earlier. Was that you? No? Who's dragging metal?
Does that have something to do with this painting?
Do you have an answer for it? Why one of these up if he gets close to what Bear was talking about earlier? Because, yeah, we're really interested. We want to know what he was talking about.
I am
He
grasping.
said we had to take and find it.
I am grasping at straws, and I will take anything behind door number 1 or whatever.
Do we have a door number 1? Door number 2? Okay. Is he getting close?
It's a neat old candle holder.
No touching artifacts.
Where does it say that?
In the agreement upstairs.
I didn't read the agreement.
I did, and he said it out loud. No touching artifacts.
You were
It's
assuming
not
I paid
my fault
attention.
that you were listening. Just like there's no sitting on the beds.
I did get that one. Mostly because I was looking at taking a nap.
You're still, I know you're trying, but give us something a little bit more.
I'm really starting to think we're just speaking into an open and empty room, my friend.
I was trying to think that there wasn't anything that he wanted us to find. I'll bring it up and something goes through. What is there to find? Because it's static, and then I mentioned, you know, maybe there's not something to find, and it says something. Is he in the right area? Sarah, but that's actually a box set there.
Huh?
I'm just throwing out questions. Oh, okay. And if you ignore him while he's doing whatever he's doing, I do have this red light here. You lit it up earlier. Can you walk back up to it for me? Did you just say what I thought you said? What's up? I thought I told me to drop dead. You beat me to it. Sorry, that was rude. I apologize.
I really think you have a dead son now.
Well, what's funny is other people come here and they get all kinds of activity. We get here and nobody wants to talk to us tonight.
Yeah.
I think when Jeff said food, everybody was like, hey, let's go eat. And that was the end of it.
I mean, I can get not wanting to talk in an open crowd. I get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you and I are down here in the basement with just us.
Also, in all fairness, we are jumping around like jackrabbits hyped up on too much Kool-Aid, so.
But I mean, nothing's pinging. If a single thing pinged or flashed,
We didn't have that ping. Nobody was near it. I didn't touch it.
But it's not doing it consistently, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have anything we can go off of.
And I am trying to get responses to that here. Because as you hear, static, 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 and then every so often you'll hear something pop through. Especially when we talk about, see, that.
So you're picking something up on the static, I'm not, because it all just sounds the same to me. It just sounds like you're skipping through channels.
But 99% of the time it's just straight static. And every once in a while you'll hear something else come through.
So when, like, another station comes through, that's something trying to communicate?
It's going too fast for a regular station to come through.
So what does that mean? Does it mean it's paused for a second, or what?
It doesn't pause. That means something's using that static to keep everything trying to come through. That's basically how the spirit box is supposed to work. You know, they use the white static to take and the white noise to take and be able to.
So how, that's my thing, I guess, how can we have this much stuff and nothing coming through?
Maybe they just don't like us.
All I'm saying is if I'm dead and I ever start hauling the place, I'm gonna talk to every motherfucker that comes in.
You know, different people, different times, different strokes for different folks, so. Upstairs in the doctor's room, it's off to the left. So when you first go back up the stairs, make it right, take the first door to the left, and then turn left and go straight back. It's like, it looks like a closet, but it's actually a bathroom. But we do have our moments. Tonight is not that moment. Maybe it'll get more active later on as we go.
I'm still going to bed, so.
And now we have to deal with Mr. Doubting Nancy here.
What?
A Doubting Nancy.
A doubting Nancy?
Yeah. You can poke me all you want. I'm not ticklish.
Oh,
Ha
I wasn't trying to tickle you.
It felt like it tickled my butt a little bit. He's playing with my butt, you all. Well, there's Mr. Tyree. Tyree just decided to join the club again. Everybody run off because they mentioned food.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I still got like 50 minutes to go, and everybody just took off.
Now I've had to listen to Mr. Whiny here.
I'm not whining, I'm just doubtful. There's a difference.
In all honesty, I think a spirit could walk up, smack you across the face, and you'd be like, that was just a win.
No, I have a handful of places that I honestly believe things that I've seen that I can't explain no matter how much I break it down. And I haven't got anything from here. I can relate to that yet. Yeah,
We have a long night to go.
I agree.
We have a long
Wholeheartedly
night to
agree.
go. Unfortunately, we won't be on that much longer because we only have 2 hours.
And we're getting close to that cutoff point. Tyree, you got anything, bud? Put you on the spot.
Yeah, was you a captured soldier that was captured down here, that they kept him?
Put on Tyree's face.
Raymond for the close-up.
Look at that serious face there.
What was that? I heard you say something.
Turn some Trace Atkins on and watch him go. That was completely worth the look on your face. That was awesome.
During y'all's tour, did they mention anything about that door back there?
Actually, Mac and Juliana were the only ones in the library with him at the time. Me and Steve kind of got pulled elsewhere. So,
Only thing he said is that there was something in here and that he would see if we found it out. That's all he said.
and other than a couple of mumbled things coming through the spear box, we've only had a hit on the vortex stone. I got a couple cat balls out, nothing. Got a meter sitting there, nothing. This room is not feeling us right now, and we're not really feeling it. And that happens sometimes. Quiet. Shut up.
Man, and I was just getting into a dancing groove.
Well, I'm sure you were. But it wasn't no Trace Atkins.
Don't start that. I do have the song on my phone.
So do I, bud. So do I. Okay. Coming back on my hand here. In defense, it was my fault because I had pressed up against something else. No jokes, Tyreek. Well, I can at least give a tour of the rest of the house, which we've covered. I've covered most of it.
You showing the hidden room?
Well, we mainly came straight down here to the library because Mr. Daphnacy over there was like, "Hey, let's go check out the library where he said something was hidden," and then we got nothing.
Yeah, because I don't know if there's anything here to communicate.
Yeah, there's nothing here. I just don't think they want to communicate.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it too. I think Jeff scared most of them off. Joking. Or am I? Don't mind us. We're making stupid noises because we do stupid things when we investigate. Still not. That was weird. Oh, I see what I'm picking up on. Okay. Are you going to make it, bud?
Huh?
So are you going to make it?
Oh, dude, I'm tickled pink. This is the least stressed I've been in fucking weeks.
I got you. Yep, because we have come to hang out. Check out the skulls, the other bones. Digging up bones. I will not sing, I promise. Any more than I already have.
Sounded like you were about to break into jitterbug.
Yeah, jitterbug. That's what I was getting ready to break into. By seeing digging up bones. That's what I was going to break into was jitterbug. Is that you beeping?
Yep, that's me.
It's time for a pill. Thanks, I think that's my life alert. It's time for my pill.
What if it is?
Nothing. Apparently, you have not seen that Jumanji.
Not in a long time. It's been a minute.
Well, this was the newest one that they came out with.
I haven't seen that since it was in theaters.
Hey, my light went off.
Huh?
I had a light on in there, and it's gone. Let's see here. Possibly. If that died, huh?
That's not a problem.
My light going off? Yeah, everything else died too. Did that die? That died too. That's why. Let's see where we're at. 95%. Alright. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, pardon me, come through. I have another charger here. Somewhere. Because I have multiple chargers. That means that one downstairs will probably die before long. Haha. Bingo. This is another lovely part of it. Watching our crap die.
Everybody literally like gathered around Jeff's car.
Yeah, that's where Jeff's making the food. However, I don't understand this. That was charging. And then every bit of it still died. Like every bit of it. Let's see here. Okay. That should be more toward your chair. I have, or do still have, a cat ball over here. The voice recorder still running there. Because my wonderful, intelligent self didn't realize that my microphones would not connect into the action cameras. So I have to get adapters for that. And it will be dealt with as soon as I get the chance. But tonight is not that night. Oh, we got another person coming in. You got the grub. Do we need to get the rest of the grub out of my vehicle?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want, I can get it. Is there enough?
Yeah, might be. If not, I will step closer. If it is, it probably freaks somebody out. Huh?
That's like, I can also take your key, I promise I'll get it back.
I figured you would. So, everybody's getting ready to set up and eat. Because everybody's like, it's been an hour, let's just go ahead and eat food. Raymond's like, let's keep on investigating. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, this is the doctor's room. This is also where the bathroom's located. The doctor apparently does not like guys. And that is okay. So we will have a conversation with him later. And find out why. Hopefully. However, even with certain people's opinions and stuff, we did get interesting EVPs earlier. one downstairs where it sounded like somebody was pouring water. However, the only running water in this facility is the toilet. So how somebody was running water, we do not know. At this point, I'm just kind of showing off the location because I want you all to see this and appreciate it. It was a Civil War hospital. And it has been many other things since. It has been people's homes. People have lived here, people have been born here, people have died here. And honestly, it's just, a very interesting place regardless, because it all kind of circles around. And we're hoping to catch more later. As people run back and forth and trying to get the food situation settled. Here's one of the pianos we discussed earlier. The only real downside is there's a road right there. It makes it very difficult when you're trying to do EVP work or record because, you're going to hear vehicles driving up and down the road. However, that will be discussed when I'm reviewing all the evidence of multiple cameras, this and that. Which I was hoping for, like I said, I was hoping for a more active night. It kind of died down on us, so hopefully I'll pick back up later. I apologize for the lack of evidence. It happens sometimes, that's just how things go. That is part of being an actual investigator. There's not a demon everywhere you turn or everywhere you investigate. That's not how things work, no matter how much some people play it off. Sometimes you get a lot of evidence, sometimes you hardly get any, and right now that seems to be the case. We're hardly getting any, and I hope you understand that. But if you get the chance, do come visit. This place is very cool. I mean, investigations is $300 for 6 people. You get from 3:30 in the afternoon until like 7 a.m. So you have it most of the day and all night. If you just want to come do a tour, it's $5 donation. That's my time. Good night.